Hey y'all, I hope you had an incredible 4th. Sorry, I'm kind of sweaty. Good morning. I was going to say happy morning. It's like, are you all here? Hello? Hello, Val. No, I just saw the Dave Ramsey story. You can find it on YouTube. His story, I think it's called Never Give Up, and a story about um, how he started in radio and how he um, what's it called, got into the all being syndicated and all the other radio stations, and how he stayed independent. So it apparently was a really really hard journey to stay independent and not allow to be bought out by a big corporation. And so it was a really hard journey to gain the clout to get into big major radio stations. It took a lot of years of grinding, but basically how you know about him today, what you know about him today, how his name is everywhere, literally came from believing so big, having a dream on his heart, and going after it relentlessly. I'm getting like emotional. And he made it. He did it. And so many lives are changed because he did it. My life is changed. And I mean, the reason why I'm getting emotional is because I got really big dreams that I want to pursue. But I wanted to just share his story a little bit more so for an encourager to you and to myself about that. Let's see if I'm going to gather my bearings today. Sorry about that. So yes, I was really encouraged by his story. So let's go through a couple things here. One, I listen to a lot of content that what's it called, teaches me things. Like I listen to Dave Ramsey to learn. I listen to Jordan Peterson to learn. I listen to lately I've been listening to some very interesting people with different points of views, which have been very awesome to like think differently. So like Larry Elder, he is a black conservative, and some of the stats and facts that he says, you're like, wow, I never thought about it that way. Because unfortunately we're in a time in America where one viewpoint controls the media, so you don't hear arguments of both sides. But the point is, it makes you think, right? So I love listening to things that teach me something new, that make me think, yeah, and grow my mind, right? Make me question things. You know, if you haven't learned anything about me, it's I love going against the grain. Like I'm cool with that. Like getting a loan with a 0 credit score. But anyway, I say that to say that most of the times I listen to things to learn and grow. But sometimes when I see something about like this Dave Ramsey story, like I knew I wanted to listen to it because I know, like, we see the successful Dave Ramsey today. We see the millions of people that have gone through his program. We see the thousands and thousands of people that go call in, that do the debt-free scream, but nobody sees the grind and hustle on the back end, the years that it took to get there. And because he had this mission on his heart, so many people have been blessed. So I say that to say, always fill your mind with learning, always fill your mind with things, but make room for things that are motivating, that are encouraging, that are going to get your motors running, get your mind thinking, give you hope and belief that you know that you're gonna be able to get to where you're going, that dream in your heart. So one, do not be afraid to dream big. You can totally dream big. Look at Dave Ramsey's dream. He was told that he'd never be on radio talking about finances. Like, who wants to hear that? He was told he'd never make it as an independent, and he did. And why would you want to be independent? Like, honestly, like when I think about me and all the things that I want to do, why would you not want to be owned by a corporation or somebody who could give you a lot of clout and access and so forth? Why? Because they will control your voice. They will control your content. If something is offensive to what they consider, if something might maybe drive some people away, you can't say it. Like, bet you a bajillion dollars if he became what's it called? If he was bought out, he wouldn't be able to give Bible verses or 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 say what he says at the end of every show. But the only way to to peace, to true peace, is to walk with the Prince of Peace daily, and that's Christ Jesus. He would have had to eliminate that, because that makes some people estranged. That makes some people not want to listen to you because they might have a different belief system. Which, by the way, Muslims have gone through his course. Jewish people have gone through his course because his information is good, and it's okay to have different viewpoints. Where are we in this world that we can't have different viewpoints? I have friends of all walks of life, and it's beautiful. That's how it should be. I don't want another Valerie looking at me in the face, repeating what I say back to me to make me feel good, to make me feel smart. I want somebody to challenge me, those are my friends. That's my husband, especially, I gotta tell you, above all. But anyway, I say all of that to say, encourage yourself, dream big. That's what I did today, to encourage myself. Dream huge. Be open to different viewpoints. Be open to new information. That doesn't mean you have to dismantle everything you believe or know. I mean, I'm a Christian, and I got to this place by a really hard road, and I know that Christianity is true. Christianity is real. Like, opening yourself up to new information doesn't mean you have to dismantle all your beliefs. And the point is, if you really believe Christianity is real, this is just the example of Christianity, then nothing can really shake it. So you should be allow information, allow science, allow whatever is discovered to end up saying, okay, well, if this was discovered, how does it fall into the line with what I believe in the Bible? Does it challenge what's in the Bible? Where are we at with this? Like, it's okay. If you really believe, then you should allow challenges. People who don't believe and who don't know their stuff and who don't read and who don't study are afraid of challenges because they're afraid to be shaken. But again, all I'm trying to say is, and the reason why I mention that is to not be fearful to let in new information. Some people are fearful of that. Why? Because they don't want their whole foundation shaken. But man, like, that's the one thing you shouldn't be afraid of, especially if you're a Christian, because it will stand the test. If it is true, it will stand the test. If not, it's not true. It's simple. But anyway, dream big, huge. Go after that thing relentlessly. Believe because Dave Ramsey did it. If you see his story, he didn't get there because he had some level of influence or clout. He grinded that thing out. Believe. You can do anything you set your heart on. You can do anything. And don't be afraid to have your views challenged. Don't be afraid to have to question things. Don't be afraid. Be open to new information. When I'm open to new information, it's kind of like this. I heard the other day of a president who was known to be racist, and somebody said, actually it was Larry Elder said, it turns out I don't think he was as racist as he's being depicted. And suddenly my opinion, which always was, wow, that was a racist president. That's it. It was locked in, right? So then I was like, maybe he wasn't as racist. Now, is my whole opinion altered? No, but I am open to new information. Now my heart has been softened to the idea that he may not have been as bad as I thought. Maybe it's the climate that he was around and what his actions appeared to have been racist, but they weren't. Whatever, right? We're just thinking through. But I'm just open to go, maybe not. I don't know everything. I'm not, God, all-knowing, omnipresent, omniscient. No, that's not me. So yeah, that's it. It's just being open. But anyway, fill your mind with things that encourage you. Don't be afraid to be challenged, and go after that big dream. Bye guys. Have a great weekend.